Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day. And in today's video, I am re-recording a video because I had forgotten how interesting Disney is as a corporation. And the previous video I made on this subject was blocked and copyright claimed within 2 seconds of it going live. So here I am bringing you guys the news once again on today of all days, May 4th, May the 4th. A big pseudo Star Wars themed holiday where Star Wars fans the world over get together and they pull up a big old glass of blue space milk and they watch all 6 Star Wars films and they enjoy all 6 Star Wars films, and they also bemoan the sad, sorry, unhelpful, unhappy state of Star Wars Unlimited. That's right, in today's video, we're not talking about the films or the old classic cartoons or anything like that. We're talking about Star Wars Unlimited and a bit of recent events that occurred with it that leave me absolutely shaking in my boots, quivering for the future of the game and how it's possibly going to go forward after this. Because today, on a day that was supposed to be celebrating Star Wars, its history, its movies, and all that jazz, TCG Player went out and they held a fire sale for the game. That's right. On May 4th, today, they put out a sale for the upcoming Twin Suns decks, selling all 4 decks for like $130. Terrible loss of value there. It's like $10 off the going price for the decks. They no one wants them, so TCG Player had to put a sale through just to get those sales out the door, to get those units going, because no one was buying them. No one wants these decks. And you know, we're here hours later after the sale went live, and you know what? Despite TCG Player's best efforts to get some interest in this game, this dying, dead game, with this fire sale to get rid of product that nobody wants, despite their best efforts, it's all sold out. Got you guys, didn't I? It's very easy to reframe something if you want to, no matter how facetious you are. It's very easy, I think, to reframe something, just a bit of news, a bit of a celebration, as a bad thing. And I wanted to give that a try, especially on Star Wars. It's very fun. No, today we're talking about the fact that the Star Wars Unlimited Twin Suns 4 set of the decks actually all sold out, which is really impressive and gives a lot of credence to the idea that Star Wars Unlimited is a game that does have actual fans. And there's 2 reasons for it, okay? There's 2 reasons that this gives me some optimism for the game going forward. And you guys know I'm not the most optimistic person when it comes to Star Wars. I've had like 3 videos on this channel before talking about talking about my overall opinions on the game, why I'm not super ecstatic about it, why I'm rather pessimistic about it. But events like today do give me some optimism, and it does make the arguments for Star Wars Unlimited being a game that might stick around. It gives those arguments some credence, because it's one thing, okay? It's very easy for you to say, oh, well, such and such game is popular. It sees play. Everyone at my store loves it. It's always filling up events. Pre-release is great. It's easy to say that. But it's another thing entirely for the actual numbers, the actual market numbers, to reflect that. Seeing things sell out, even under sale conditions, especially on TCG Player, which is a very large market, all things considered, seeing things sell out there is actually quite surprising. It does not happen with crazy consistency. Let's take a look at the... sorry, I'm pulling up the actual sale numbers for the decks, since I forgot to keep... I closed the page after I recorded the video the first time, so you guys know I'm smart. I wasn't anticipating re-recording the video, so it's honestly on me. How could I not have foreseen the original one being taken down? But yeah, currently no listings available. The email went out earlier today, and by the time I got home to my computer, it was all gone. That's big. That's big news. Sure, you can still buy the individual decks, but the 4-part set is all sold out. And the fact that it is sold out at all tells me that there is actual demand, and a lot of it, because Part 2, beyond just an item selling out, which does not happen very often on TCG Player. Usually something sells out and someone else has some more They put it up at the new price, whatever. But usually what ends up happening is that sealed decks, precons for any game, are not solid sellers. Magic the Gathering Commander decks, or what was it Modern? It wasn't. It was extended, but Wizards created it recently. I forget what it's called. There was some new kind of precon deck that didn't really sell. Challenger decks? Yeah, that one. Like, Magic the Gathering precons don't tend to sell well, even under the best of circumstances, until like a year or two later when everyone suddenly wants them, right? Pokemon precon decks don't tend to do that well. Yu-Gi-Oh! Precon decks, which are my favorite, by the way. Those are like my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Products, and I buy all of them. I love those things. Those don't sell too well. And from what I understand, for any card game, precons are a hard sell. Most stores aren't super fond of having a whole lot of them on hand just because they're kind of hard to move, especially after the initial release. So here we have a double whammy of a Star Wars item that's sold out and a precon Star Wars item that sort of sold out. Again, you can still get the individual decks, but the actual full set is all gone. It's not perfect. It's not all of the decks everywhere sold out, but it is the case of the decks sold out, which is optimistic at least. You know, that's just a point in its favor, and it goes to show that there is something there. There is some genuine interest there, and it's not just the people who come on my videos and say, "Oh, Uncle Frank, you're crazy, you're wrong. How could you hate Star Wars?" I don't hate Star Wars, by the way. How could you hate this game? How could you be negative towards it? Blah, 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 blah. You're just a hater and all that jazz. I love this game. This game's amazing. It's not just that. There is actual genuine desire, demand, and optimism for the game's future. Because even if these guys liked this game, if they didn't think it was sticking around, they wouldn't be buying the case of the decks. Just putting that out there. You know, the 4-part set, the 4-deck set. If you didn't have some genuine like for the game, if you didn't think it was going to stick around for at least a year or two, would you buy a deck? Would you buy a deck set if you didn't think it was going to be around in a year? I don't think the answer is yes. But yeah, this is my re-recording of the earlier video. It's a bit longer than the other ones too, but earlier? I think I have a problem saying that word, earlier. That's interesting. Well, anyway, just wanted to hit you guys with the news and have a little bit of fun with the Star Wars guys, and I suppose get to work now for the second time today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, all that algorithm jazz. Talk to you later. Ciao.